Greetings and welcome to Growth Hacking Secrets. I'm your host, Mohammed Siddique from Atlanta, Georgia, and the co author of New Success Secrets available on Amazon. On this episode, we have a special guest, Jennie Bellinger. Jennie is the host of Badass Direct Sales Mastery. Please join me to give a warm welcome to our guest, Jennie. Jennie, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much, Mohammed. I'm so grateful to be here today.
Wonderful. Excuse me. Looks like I'm ready with the badass direct sales mastery girl.
Yeah.
And let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with that inspired you to get involved and start your badass direct sales mastery?
Well, I actually was in the direct sales world myself. I had my own direct sales business for 7 years, and I had the great luck of having a really amazing mentor. And what I realized is there were a whole bunch of people out there who didn't have amazing mentors. They didn't have great people helping guide them through the direct sales journey, which is why the Federal Trade Commission says that 90% of people who start a direct sales business will be out of business in 5 years or less. And so I wanted to make sure that people had access to someone who could guide them through a successful direct sales journey so that they would stick with it and achieve the dreams that they had when they started their business.
Wonderful, wonderful. However, what are the top three mistakes to avoid when it comes to sales?
Oh, okay. Number one mistake is people ask for the sales too soon. They ask for the money much too soon. They haven't built the relationship. They haven't had a conversation with their prospect enough to understand what their real problem is to really help them find the right solution for them, if it's even their solution. The second mistake to avoid is not building relationship. I mean, that feeds into mistake number one, right? So if you're not getting to know the other person across the table from you, the sales process is not going to go very well because they will not feel heard, they will not feel understood, they will not feel like you have their best interest at heart. And the third mistake that people make when it comes to sales, they don't close. They do everything up to the sales process and then they don't ask for the sale. So it's like training for a marathon. You know, you do all the training for the marathon, you run 26.1 miles and then you just stop right before the finish line. Why? And it's because they have fear. They have fear about looking like the pushy salesperson. And so those are the top three things that I see happen time and time again in the sales process.
Jennie, let me put you on a spot. Is that okay?
Sure.
How do you ask for a sale?
How do you ask for a sale? Well, once you know what their top of mind problem is, and you know that your product or your service can solve that, then it's saying, okay, well, the one way I like to do it is, so when would we like to get started working together? Right? I'm not asking for money, right? So it's, when would we like to start working together? And then they give you a timeline. Well, let's start working together next week. Great, because then they ask, okay, so how much is it? They start the money conversation, not you. So which is, I think, what most people don't want to do is talk about the money piece. So put the power in their court, have them ask, so then you can answer the question and just say, oh, my services cost X or my product costs X. And then you can go from there.
Wonderful. Jennie, you are not as good as you think. You are better. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So I sneak in my own selfish question. How do you ask for sale? Because that happens every day.
Yeah.
Okay. However, I'm 100% positive it was not like that. From the day one, you made so many miserable failure stories and failures. That's what we learn from. And here is my next question: is what are your greatest failure story? What did you learn, and how did you recover from that?
Oh, I think my greatest failure story was when I first started in my direct sales business. For the first 5 months, I was not growing my team. I went into the business with the mindset that no one else would want to do it, that nobody else could possibly want to be in sales the way I was. And so I wasn't offering the opportunity to other people. And here I was holding this amazing jewel in my hand that anybody could do. And I was hiding it away and keeping it away from everybody. So the way that I learned that I was failing at it was that I accidentally recruited somebody onto my team through just because they were asking all the right questions. And so in that process, I took some time to sit back and figure out, okay, what is this mindset that I have? Okay, time to shift it, because obviously there are people who want to do this. There's millions of Americans who are in direct sales every single year. So there's got to be people out there. I just have to find the people who want to do business with me. Right. So I shifted my mindset around that. And then secondly, once I shifted my mindset and I learned the right words to say, it was off to the races. I then became a sponsoring machine, because I was looking for women who were looking for ways to financially impact their home in a positive way. They wanted to make more money for their kids. They wanted to make more money for themselves. They wanted to make more money in order to build their confidence, right? They equated that with that. So I worked with them on that. So it was a process that took a few months, but over time, I got really good at it.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's switch this side and talk about some success secrets. So, can you promise with us that you are going to give us your best ones?
Oh, absolutely. I only offer massive value.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So, what are your top 3 success secrets that others can model from?
I would have to say my first one is commit. Be all in. You've got to be all in. If you're not all in, anybody who goes into a business, I don't care what you sell, whether it's a product or if it's a service, if you do not commit to be all in, people know it, they sense it, they feel it, they sense that you've got your toes in the water, but you're not actually doing it. So you've got to be all in on it. You've got to put your 110% in order for it to be successful. The second success secret is persistence. Because the universe is going to test you. It's going to say, how badly do you want this? And so if you pull back at your first no or your third no, because we're all going to hear no, get used to it. It happens. And that's just you, the universe checking to see how badly you want what you're going after. So you've got to be persistent, but still respect other people's boundaries. Don't be persistent to the point of stalking. That's bad. That's a mistake to avoid. And then my third success secret is to be consistent. So when you are somebody who does what they say they're going to do, and you are consistent with all of your activities, and you're consistent with your verbiage, people can trust that, and they are much more likely to want to do business with you.
Mm. When someone is say no to you in a sales, which is the typical is about to happen anyway, we all get more no's than yeses. And what do you say to them? What's the follow-up question to the no?
Well, it really depends on how long the conversation was beforehand, because usually by the time I've gotten to know, we've both figured out that we're not the right one for them. So then my question is usually, so how can I help you? So if not me, if not my services, who do you need to meet in order to grow? What's the next, what is your top of mind problem? So if your top of mind problem isn't building and growing a business and building and growing a team of other like-minded individuals who want the same thing you do, then what is your top of mind problem? How can I help you? Maybe they need help with their kid, or maybe they need a plumber for their toilet, or, then how can I help you? Because if I help people with enough of their problems, eventually, even if they don't necessarily do business with me, they're going to send other people to do business with me.
Great mindset. Great mindset. So, Jenny, we are about to start a lightning round. Very quick question, very quick answer. Are you ready?
I am. Let's go.
So let's start from the leaders or readers. What is the most impactful book you have read, and what did you learn from it?
Jack Canfield's The Success Principles. I read this book in 2013, and oh gosh, what didn't I learn from it? That book was truly a life changer. I'd have to say my number one favorite thing that I did learn from it was just ask. And because Jack Canfield was the one who taught me to just ask, when I had my very first virtual summit 2 weeks ago, Jack Canfield was one of my keynote speakers.
Wonderful, wonderful. Some personal question I'm going to take how young are you?
I am 43 years old, or as some people might say, 18 with 25 years of experience.
Yes. So Jenny, you are not 43. You are 18 with 25 years experience. Okay, that's how will look at it. We have the baggage of the experience of doing all the mistakes, embrace all the failures. First 10 still here, fish. Yeah. Okay. What you want to do when you grow up?
I think that the overarching answer is I want to help moms be successful, because I know when I help a mom be successful, I'm not just impacting mom, I'm impacting her kids, I'm impacting her spouse, I'm impacting her friends, I'm impacting her family members, I'm impacting all of her customers, all of her team members. There's a ripple effect that goes out from helping moms. And so that is my passion, is working with moms.
How do you overcome a challenge life throws at you?
I ask for help. I don't do it alone. I'm not a superhero. I am not Wonder Woman. I am not Supergirl. When I come to something that feels like a challenge to me, it's because the reason it's challenging me is because I'm not strong in whatever area that thing is. And so I go find somebody who is strong or is smarter in that area, and I ask them. I don't do it alone.
Wonderful. That leads to my question. How can we support you?
Oh, well, I would highly recommend going to badassdirectsalesmastery.com, honestly.
Right, this website.
Yeah, the website right there. Because we have on that website, I have my podcast. I have my virtual summit replays available for people if they want to go see Jack Canfield. We have all of that available there, as well as my upcoming university launching in April.
Tell us more about upcoming university.
So I have my virtual university launching from Badass Direct Sales Mastery. We have multiple instructors. So we have social media gurus. We have me, of course, as a sales guru. We have, oh my gosh, we've got a virtual assistant expert teaching people how to know when you need a virtual expert or a virtual assistant. We have, oh gosh, so many different, a professional organizer is doing some courses on there. So we have instructors, professors from different areas of business and life who are going to help the Badass Direct Sales Mastery University students get forward faster in their life.
Wonderful. That's great. I wish you all the best on that one.
Thank you.
And who is the ideal instructor for that university?
Oh, I am looking for people who really are known as the top in their field. So what I want to be able to offer are people, instructors who can share massive value with a direct sales audience or a network marketing audience to be able to help them build their business, improve their life, so that way they are moving forward faster.
Yeah, you met someone a few minutes ago, and that's me. Okay.
Oh, okay. We'll talk.
Okay. So, what would you say about your today's guest experience and the Growth Hacking Secret Show as a guest?
Oh my gosh, this was so fun. I really enjoyed getting to share the secrets that I have. I definitely love getting the opportunity to do the lightning round. It was a lot of fun to answer those questions and think on my feet, especially this early in the morning. So it was fantastic. Thank you very much, Mohammed.
Thank you so much for your kind words. Really appreciate it. What would you say as a final word?
Oh, as a final word, sales is not a 4-letter word. So don't treat it like that. When you come to really believe that sales is not just a necessary evil, but it's actually solving someone's problem, it changes your whole perception about the entire process, and you're much more likely to actually help people solve their problems.
Yeah, wonderful. My last word is sales is not a four-letter word. It's an end-to-end relationship. The result is the sale. That's the key
Absolutely.
part. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Growth Hacking Secrets community and our entire team. We really appreciate you, Jenny. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia. Until the next episode, all good wishes.